This is the first Around the Bush in 2 weeks, and 2 weeks of anime game news is a long time, turns out. So, there's been some controversy around Naruto Storm Connections, the use of AI voices, which there have been some developments on and some clarification. The Xbox issues persist, though. But if there's bad news on one side, there's some good news on another. Because we got Endeavor in Season 2 of My Hero Ultra Rumble. We got the new JJK characters to talk about. We've got a lot of fighting game updates to go through. But more importantly, rollback is here. The dream is real, and the wait is finally over. What is going on, everybody? Welcome. My name is Globku, and this is Around the Bush for December 1st, 2023. We've reached the final month of 2023. It's crazy. It seems like the year just started. And now it's ending. It's ending already. We've been through a lot. It's been a crazy year, and maybe we'll do a little retrospective towards the end of December. We'll talk about, the change to YouTube. How's that been going on? And we talk about like the journey of the channel and the journey of anime games simultaneously. And that's what we're gonna talk about maybe later today. We had to start the news by talking about rollback, because rollback got announced and released a beta this week. So it was announced at UFA. You guys might have caught the channel reaction. I was at UFA. I saw that announcement happening live, reacted along with the crowd and all that stuff this past Sunday. But now it's not just an announcement. The rollback beta is here for PC only. And the PC beta, has been receiving some overwhelmingly positive feedback. Really, really good stuff. Like, people are loving the rollback, and I am kind of bummed out that I'm not having that experience. So what I found, and I totally understand why people are having a good experience. It makes total sense given who is talking about this stuff. But I think I've documented my journey pretty well. And to be fair, every game that I played in Europe, or most games that I played in Europe, have been like way better, and some had offline experiences than with delay-based netcode, like for sure. That said, every test that I did from Europe to North America has been kind of cursed, and I think it's mostly comes down to PC optimization. Now, bad optimization was always going to ruin your game on delay-based or rollback netcode. The thing is, I think rollback is a bit more demanding on your machine, and so optimization is different. And also, this build reset people's settings, so a lot of them didn't even know they were playing on windowed mode. So yeah, rollback is good. It's better than delay base, but seeing all that positive feedback and being like, "Yo, this rollback is actually godlike," I'm like, I don't feel that way. And maybe it's not the netcode. Maybe it's just poor optimization. Trying to run the game with graphics too high and whatnot. That is promising though, because on the console side of things, that's not going to be an issue. That's not going to be an issue at all. Welcome back, Frenzy Flood. Premium Bush from Frenzy Flood. Love to see it. You're not a new member, but you might be new here on YouTube because I don't see a streak. So, welcome. Even outside of optimization, other content creators had great overseas experiences, so it might be a third factor outside of optimization. I don't know, man. Yeah, that could be another factor. Sure, like I don't know any other creators from Portugal, right? And the one other guy that I know from Portugal that was actually playing the rollback beta was having the same experience as me. So maybe it's routing, maybe it's a nice ISP issue. There could be a lot of things. I am not having a great time with rollback. I'm having an okay time with rollback. And, I think I don't want to be a downer. I don't want to be the one guy on Twitter that talks about, rollback isn't that great. Because everyone seems to be having a really great experience. And I think if that's the case, and I cannot play Dragon Ball FighterZ in the future, well, that's a small price to pay, I guess, for everyone's happiness. That said, I think it's a really good sign, because I don't think that's going to be a problem on console. The console side of things is not going to suffer from optimization. This is, by the way, what you're watching right here is a Portugal to New York match. and the frames are jumping all over the place. It's kind of crazy. Now, I cannot confirm what this person's setup is. I know they were playing on full screen because I asked them. I don't know about the Wi-Fi. I don't know about, like, optimizing the settings for everything else. But, like, it's jumpy as hell. That said, this is not, like, an isolated incident. This is not, oh, this one person was a bad experience. No, it was every single person in the US. But like I said, consoles will probably be fine if this is the rollback that they're releasing. There's some issues that they need to fix, like some bugs that are happening for sure. But as far as like netcode and delay and experience goes, like I jumped out of that, man. I jumped out of that on reaction. That unblockable by Zamasu against New York, that's unreactable on delay base. I jumped out of that. That was cool. We are a better example to the game experience than the pros fighting other pros with optimal conditions. Yes and no. So we are a better example for the casual audience. Like, this is what the general experience is if someone just buys the game on PC, boots it up. From a review standpoint, yes, we are a better experience. The thing is, I don't know if that's the majority anymore. I think most people playing this game on a regular basis are that competitive scene. The review value of this game, that rollback was crazy. I got the hit on a jump in, and then I didn't get the hit, and then he sparked. Bam. Jesus Christ. That review value that we bring to the table, I think it's kind of a small minority nowadays. That, yeah, better is a subjective thing. But yeah, rollback is here. The test will be going on until December 11th. So we have 2 full weeks of rollback, during which time, you know, I'll keep playing and I'll keep checking it out and see if, like, oh, maybe it was an isolated incident. Maybe it was just like a cursed day one of playing like a ton of matches, to be honest. But just a cursed day one. I think Enderup, one of my mods, was the biggest heartbreak for me. Because I always felt in delay base that we were so close. We were so close to being able to play together, you know? We always had a very stable 5-frame delay. Which, you know, 5 frames changes the game significantly. But because it was stable enough, I was so hopeful for rollback to finally enable us, finally let us play this game. And no, we just have a terrible experience with each other. And that's bad. That is bad. With that said, Dragon Ball has some other news, which is the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour. Now, they have a new teaser and a new key visual, which is this Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, let's call it poster. Key visual, it's literally what it is, but they have just announced this, like an hour ago, maybe a couple of hours ago. January 27th and 28th in Los Angeles. The 4 main games, FighterZ, Super Card Game, Legends, and Dokkan Battle, are going to have events and competitions. Of course, the big one being the finals of the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour, where you can get that statue. If you register early, I think you get a card or something. I don't know much about it because I'm not a big card guy. But one of the things they have released here is the details for the finals, which include... Where's Dragon Ball FighterZ? Where's Dragon Ball? That's a great question. So if you get over here, you're going to find the finalists. All right, so you got Hikari from Evo Yasha with 2 Dragon Balls, you know, versus fighting, and now UFA this weekend. Ikoan winning Rev Major. Garlic Bread Thunderstruck. Pred with East Coast Throwdown, and Wade with Tiger Uppercut. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players qualified to the Dragon Ball FighterZ finals so far. Now, because Yasha has 2 Dragon Balls, they're not going to be 4 players qualified from the leaderboards. They're going to be 5. And then also the last chance qualifier. They're saying information available after December 6th, but I think I can leak some stuff. Because here's the leaderboard for Dragon Ball FighterZ. I actually did a lot of this math while I was at UFA, seeing who was going to qualify or not. So Yasha and Wade are qualified already. So he's Hikari, so he's Pred. So these guys do not count. There are 5 spots coming from the leaderboards. And all these guys qualified already, so they're not taking any of those. Zane is going to be one of the players. There's one. Just going to keep a finger there. This is the Zane finger. Kane. Boom. Garlic Bread is already qualified. 0-1. Kasuga and Lucar. Those are the 5 players that are already qualified. This is Ecoan right here, who is already qualified from winning too. But as you can see, OB Assassin just shy of qualifying above Lucar. If only OB Assassin made it to UFA, scored some points. I mean, even top 8 would have been enough for OB Assassin to guarantee that spot in the World Tour Finals. But yeah, that's your top 11. I believe player number 12 is going to be determined by the LCQ. And we'll see. We'll see who it is. The big one, Dragon Ball The Breakers, didn't make it. Did not make it. Yeah. So, yeah, last chance qualifier. Maximum 256 people. And people can register. That's going to be played probably in the first day, January 27, and on the 28th is going to be the finals, where there are probably going to be announcements and stuff, and people keep asking me, when's news for Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 4? Like, when's that coming? When are they going to talk more about it? I don't know, but this seems like a pretty good spot to do it. This is where they announced it last year, so could be, Could be. That's definitely... Do you think we're going to see Budokai 4 at the Game Awards? With Battle Hour being so close to it, maybe not. But, definitely keep an eye on Beyonce's Twitter page. Because she's going to walk out and announce... if Beyonce's at the Game Awards, that's going to happen there. Beyonce is the one announcing Tenkaichi 4, as we all know. Now, we got to go from the good news to the bad news. And the bad news is, once again, Storm Connections. So, Storm Connections has been target of a bit of a controversy that I want to say Shonen Game started by posting this clip. Well, bro, this dub is horrible. Why did they redo the voice lines?
Did that wake you up?
I mean, I can't disagree, right?
Did that wake you up?
Wake you up? Yeah. So... the voice actor started replying to these clips like,
so long.
So long. They started replying to these clips saying, I did not record it like that. Wait, hang on. What's going on here? That doesn't sound like something I did. What do you mean? And further confusion comes because here's the Storm Connections.
It's time to unleash the power of God.
There's a weird cut here.
Time to unleash the power of God.
The power of God. Like, it's time to unleash the is one sentence, and then power of God is another sentence that was, like, cut and pasted.
Time to unleash the power of God. It's time to unleash the power of God.
And this is the Storm 4 dub, which is just so much better.
Time to unleash the power of God.
So a lot of odd choices, a lot of odd picks, specifically in the Storm Connections dub. And the actors started to be a bit mad, like that's why would they use this? Like, this is not what we did at all. And then the suspicion started with, oh, they just used AI. This was just them using AI to voice that stuff. And I believe this is the tweet that started spreading that. Like, I sent a couple of these clips to a friend. He ran the audio through an AI detection program, and look at these results. Which says, yeah, may contain some AI, 64% probability of AI found. Overall prediction, yeah, it was AI. Now, I don't know anything about this software, to be honest, and Bandai Namco has replied saying, nah, there was no AI here. Bandai Namco denied it used AI voiceovers in Naruto, Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections, but as promised, to address some of the dialogue after both players and voice actors complained. All right. They say that it's the result of inconsistencies during the editing and mastering process. If voice actors actually did not read the voice lines that way, no editing or mastering process is going to make them sound that different. Okay. So this could be Bandai Namco covering their own asses because this is a union game. AI use is actually forbidden. It's actually illegal. Them getting caught doing this would be really bad. Would be like lawsuit bad. But we have to take them at their word for now and say, yeah, okay, this was bad editing. And, I think this clip, I think suggests bad editing.
Did that wake you up?
Like, okay, this line was not for this moment. This was or like just bad direction, right? Like someone going, oh, in this, here's a line, read it, and like giving the actor no further context. That could have happened too. And then they didn't want to call the actor back for a pickup session because that costs money. Could simply be something like that. This is editing, pure and simple.
It's time to unleash the power of God.
Like that's a weird cut there. Maybe a cut for like time to fit within the animation, but still, why? This was done.
It's time to unleash the power of God.
Maybe there are some more complications here. Maybe they weren't allowed to use these voice lines for connections because it was in the contract for Storm 4 only or whatever. But, you know, this shows that stuff can be done well, and it wasn't done well. So, Storm Connections, another one, man. Another one on top of the pile of controversy and issues this game has been having. They did get the whole game redubbed for a reason. Naruto VA said it's not bad directing. The Kawaki VA said they barely got any direction at all. So there's contradictory reports there too. Why did they redub it? Again, could be just contractual stuff. And that's not all. Because, as you know, Xbox is having trouble finding matches since launch. Since November 17. And they have announced that, hey, we are aware of the issue, and then they put out this thing saying we're still working on it. So, and this was November 23rd, so last week already, and there hasn't been an update on this. So I'm guessing this is a tough one, huh? They are having trouble fixing matchmaking, man. On a specific platform on top of it. It's so weird. At least we can play with friends, right? Right. About that. Xbox always gets the least support in anime games. I don't think that's the problem here. Because it's not about getting the least support in anime games. They are looking into it. They're just having trouble doing it. Absolutely kill the Xbox player base at launch. Yep. I think launching without custom matchmaking is already like killing your own player base. Like they're fighting an uphill battle at this point. They have done it in the past. You know, they have done it with Shinobi Striker. Shinobi Striker launch was awful. You could say it was worse than this. I don't know. I can't really compare the two because I don't have the numbers. But Shinobi Striker was an uphill battle too. The game that followed Storm 4, people did not want to see Shinobi Striker, but believing in that concept, just kept at it, releasing content, fixing all the issues, and I think over time it became a game that is actually beloved by its community and still alive to this day and doing well from what I know. This could be another one of those cases because I think the changes to the combat system are solid, or solid enough that you can build upon it. It's just like it's just not a full game yet, so it's hard to recommend. And by the time it is a full game and like I feel good in recommending it, I don't think people are going to care at that point. And they're going to feel left behind, and they're going to jump into the online, they're going to get destroyed. Because that is what it is. OJ's 2 matchmaking also doesn't work, I think. Sadly, there is no original devs on Striker. As far as I know, Tencent bought their company. That doesn't mean they stopped working on the game. Or they stopped honoring previous contracts. I think Soleil is still working on Shinobi Striker. It doesn't transition development to a Bandai Namco studio, as far as I know. It's just the money that Bandai paid to Soleil now pays to Tencent. It's something like that, you know. Anyway. Storm Connections, man. I just had some filler gameplay here, in case I was going to talk about it more. But I'm not. Instead, we're going to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash. They got 3 new characters announced. Nanami, Mahito, and I always forget the other guy's name. But Eso. Eso with the other brother. So, Nanami is playing a rhythm game where you can see this if you go frame by frame. So you can see that meter right there. it pops up during certain attacks. You know, you press the button to pop it up. And then you gotta press the button again once they are lined up, like this. Once they line up, bam, hit the button again, and you get a critical attack. So you're gonna be playing a rhythm game with Nanami, which I think sounds awesome. And also a nightmare, because this is an online game. So we'll see. We'll see how lenient the timing is, because nailing a timing like that could be tough. Mahito is kind of a shapeshifter. You know, he extends his arms, seems to have a lot of reach for a melee striker. And then he has a domain expansion that lets him extend his limbs even further. And now this guy seems like a bit more technical, like a 2-in-1 character with a blood effect. So this blood that drenches the opponent kind of sounds like a poison effect, and it stacks from what I've read. We can look at the scan in a second here. But those 3 characters make 14 in the roster, which means we're not done. They have said 15 plus. So we will see who's coming next. It should be a Season 1 character, because they have announced Season 2 is going to be hidden inventory and the prequel, basically, to Shibuya. Premature death. Hidden inventory, premature death. That's it. So yeah, I think Geto, I think... what's his name? The Zenin guy that is not a Zenin guy, that doesn't have any cursed energy. Yuta. Yuta is a good pick. Yuta, actually, yeah, it's Yuta, obviously. Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is a part of the story mode. It's obviously Yuta. Yeah, Toji. Toji is DLC for sure. Nanami's overtime skill is sick, by the way. Okay, let's talk about it. We got some extra screenshots. Now, this guy seems to have something that, from the description I read, sounds like reverse scaling. You know how when you do a long combo, the damage is lower and lower? I think he has the opposite. Like, small combos for him are going to deal really low damage, but the scaling is going to work the opposite the more he combos. It's either that or the translation is misleading. Once again, from Shonen Games, shoutouts to Shonen Games for the translation. But here it is. Eso in Kechizu, raw technique. It's basically poison. We don't need to read further into it. Idle transformation. So, damage begins to add up as each attack continues to strike the enemy. As long as the attack idle transformation continues to hit the enemy, it will continue to deal damage. Mahito can also contort and change his body. Yada yada. So, like, hard to tell exactly what that is. We'll see. Also has an awakening, which increases the reach of idle transfiguration. So yeah, he's going to transform and be bigger. And then the ratio technique, you know, 7-3 timing signature. It's not a timing signature. It's not a 7x3. That doesn't exist. And the gauge, it's basically you just time it with a gauge when it lines up. But here's the overtime that Biscuit was talking about. If you know Nanami, you know he hates overtime. When the battle's timer is slowly coming to an end, overtime will activate. Once activated, Nanami's cursed power will skyrocket. So the man is just playing for timeouts. The man is just playing for timeouts. That's it. Mahito's auto combo does damage the more you hit them. That's cool. So in this game, auto combos do not deal damage. They just build cursed meters. So Mahito is an exception to that. That's cool. Charismatic Evil is going to like Nanami for sure. Now, there's also been some gameplay released that I will for sure break down in the future. I didn't find it. Can someone tell me real quick? Like, Jujutsu. Who posted gameplay? Was it IGN or something? Someone posted gameplay. Someone posted a lot of gameplay. High quality. Storm Master. Oh, it was a stream. It was a stream. Alright. So this is basically the build that I think Biscuit and a lot of others played at the cons. But finally you get some high quality gameplay that is not, you know, captured with the phone. Look at the screen. Oh, you can just aim that, huh? Okay. Alright, that's cool. This is gameplay in these shows. It's usually hard to see what's going on because it's people pressing buttons and trying not to look bad on stage, but with zero prep time and whatnot, like really not exploring any of the features and definitely not blocking a single hit. So it's that kind of gameplay. We've seen that time and time again from Japanese developers. I don't think it makes the game look good at all, but that is their strategy, and well, I guess they would know better. There's also new gameplay of Mahito, Nanami, and Eso. Oh, cool. Can you link it? But yeah, big gameplay. From that same build. So those 4 or 5 characters that they had available. Looks like J-Star, but more polished. That's not a bad assessment, I think. Let me just Biscuit B23. If the man says he covered it, man says he covered it. Let's see it. Yo, how's it going? Greymonger arc. Going great, man. 4 months. Welcome back. All right. What's up, Biscuits?
Another video for your head tops, and today we've got more JJK Cursed Clash for you. So we did get some new gameplay of the 3 new characters that were announced, which was Nanami, Mahito, and Eso. And in this video, we're going to break down their moves and check out the new exclusive gameplay.
Yo, Nanami.
The game was officially streamed in Japan, so it is in Japanese, but I'll try my best to get the translations, and hopefully we should be able to make it work for English. All 3 characters have unique elements about them, which we're going to deep dive into right now. If you're new to the channel, make sure you press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads that we do. Appreciate everybody who's been tuning in to the JJK videos. Without further ado,
tuning in.
Let's get...
Can't wait for you guys to all be joining.
Get into the action. Alright, first up we've got Nanami, and they are a close range type character. His passive ability is Unbound Curse Energy, and we're going to go into that a bit later. We get to see Nanami's full opening cutscene here, and he uses the Ratio Cursed Energy technique, which has a
I've seen this. This is like they released some Twitter clips. Yeah, for sure.
To it, where
we'll just keep watching here, I guess.
if you aim for a critical hit and time it correctly, you will deal more damage to the enemy. If you look at this clip here, you can see that he deals more damage to Mahito when the timing is correct.
Oh,
he
not
has 6
Mahito.
cursed energy blocks, so he's one of those characters that take a little bit longer to level up. His ratio gimmick is quite cool, but it might be a bit of a pain to do online, especially if there's lag and delay. But this is what I mean when I say that the JJK game has very unique characters, and every character feels mad different from each other. It doesn't look like there's any shadow characters just yet. Next, we get a clip of Nanami's passive ability called Overtime, and this is absolutely...
No way, that's the rate? That thing fills up like crazy. Final minute?
We get a clip of Nanami's passive ability called Overtime, and this is absolutely insane. If the timer of the match gets to the last minute, Nanami gets a crazy...
Bruh, that was 8 seconds to fill up the full meter.
Buff. His cursed energy meter automatically starts filling up, getting him to level 3 in just under 10 seconds. This means his attacks will deal high amounts of damage in that final minute. So if you're looking to main Nanami, you'll probably want to draw out the matches so that you get that extra buff in the final minute. Look at the damage that he actually does.
Wait, Oliver, you think I say boy because I can't pronounce bye? Is that the lore? You think I have trouble pronouncing bye? Is that what you thought during this whole time? Okay, sure, man.
When he hits that level 3. Imagine this is the last minute of the match and you need like 1 more hit to get a kill. It's crazy. We also get a look at Nanami's awakening move in full. He charges up his cursed energy and dashes at the opponent, dealing a deadly ratioed black flash attack. If there's any future Nanami mains in the comments, let me know. I'll probably be checking him out for myself because he looks pretty cool. Next up, we get a look at some Mahito gameplay, and their curse technique is called Idol Transfiguration. Mahito is a mid-range fighter whose passive ability is Essence of the Soul. We also get a look at Mahito's opening cutscene. I don't know why he's moving like Orochimaru here, the way he's licking his lips, bruv. Mahito has a unique HUD where at level...
Other characters can lick their lips. It doesn't have to be Orochimaru, man. Come on. They pronounced idol wrong? They actually did. Just a typo.
Moving like a Orochimaru here, the way he's licking his lips, bruv. Mahito has a unique HUD where at level 1 they can summon 3 reconstructed humans.
I thought they could only do this during the domain expansion. That's what the scan said. But no. So during level 1, so from the start of the fight, basically, you could just summon reconstructed humans.
To attack the opponent. Them things look like little alien babies, fam. I don't know what going for this game. Mahito has 7 bars of cursed energy in his meter.
That's a lot of cursed energy.
Is that if a character has a domain expansion,
that's a lot of cursed energy, and also level 3 is at bar number 4.
they usually tend to have more bars of meter to fill up. Those little alien babies do actually do damage, and when they hit you,
they're not alien babies.
Get an icon above your head to let you know you've been hit by one of the reconstructed humans.
And he's got 3 icons, so he can summon 3 of them.
Gimmicks is that he can change the shape of his own body. And
okay, Biscuit, did you do this? Was this you? Was this you with a zoom in?
when using his normal auto combo attacks that usually don't deal damage, the more he hits the opponent,
where's the tracking, bruh?
Taking damage from his auto combo attack.
Oh, where's the health bar? Oh, it's back.
Energy meter,
okay, so it's like chip damage. It was the game. It's their Twitter. I tried to make it better. So so they didn't track it.
See him building cursed energy whilst also dealing damage after.
I was just clowning on you, but like them doing that is actually serious.
After a certain amount of hits, and the only way to build cursed energy is to use your auto combo attacks or your extraction techniques, which
so I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it's cool that like since you're just building meter anyway, you're at least dealing a little bit of damage, you know?
Don't deal damage. We also get a look at Mahito's domain expansion, Self-Embodiment of Perfection. In this domain expansion, Mahito's ability to change and stretch his body is greatly increased. This awakening also
Did they give him a snake tongue? No. Oh, they kind of gave him a snake tongue. Why does he have a gap there? It's not how it is in this show, is it? Mahito domain expansion. They give him a snake tongue. No, it's just a shadow. I guess it is Orochimaru, man.
His body is greatly increased. This awakening also allows you to summon more alien babies. So if you
I guess Biscuit was onto something.
You can actually see that the number of babies has increased from 3 to 5. This is another domain expansion which you can actually fight in like JoJo. So
he can send 5 babies? He can summon 5 babies.
To see how someone gets out of a domain expansion and if they can actually clash. If you plan on maining Mahito, let me know. Leave a comment down below. The final character breakdown we have today is Eso and Kichizu, the first duo character.
Not Kichizu. Oh, man.
Of the game. Eso uses the rock curse technique and is a mid-ranged character who is meant to be difficult to use. This is probably because you can control 2 people and not just 1. We also get to see their opening cutscene here, and Kichizu just looks like the dumber brother. He's just there scratching his head like, where are we, fam? Kichizu can be commanded to either attack or spit blood at his opponents. When Eso controls Kichizu, he uses a bit of cursed energy. Eso has a unique HUD as well, and he has 7 bars.
And it is like, oh my god, he's just idle. Like he's just idling. He can do stuff on top of this.
You can actually see that Kichizu is a little icon on there, so I don't know if that means
you need to stop. You need to stop with the Kichizu. All right, you need to stop that.
Kichizu can take damage or be killed, but that will be an interesting one to look out for. Eso and Kichizu work together to try and cover the opponent in as much blood as possible. In this clip, you can see the opponent gets a blood meter under their health bar. Once you get some of his blood attacks on the opponent, you can activate your decay curse technique. This technique deals damage
okay, so like it deals damage over time, or then you snap your fingers and it just deals a big chunk of health.
Over time, and also decreases the opponent's movement speed. The more blood you get on the
movement
opponent,
speed too?
The bigger the effects. We also get a look at the Blood Brothers Awaken technique. Eso uses his blood technique to push the opponent back into Kichizu for a surprise attack. He then spits blood at the opponent, allowing Eso to infect them and activate the decay technique. After that, the brothers take a bow like they've done a good show or put on a good performance. I think it's kind of like a comedic effect. If you think you're going to be maining the Blood Brothers, then let me know in the comments down below. I've got more character breakdowns coming up on the channel pretty soon, so make sure you subscribe and tap the notification bell.
Who are you going to break down?
Any of the action. Comment
down. There's nothing else. Well, first of all, thumbs up. Good video, good video. But who are you covering? Oh, I see. Oh, and you just cover the player.
We're back with.
You just cover the player with nobody. That's okay. Smart. But that is the JJK stuff. The 3 new characters, and thanks Biscuit for the breakdown. Definitely very helpful to get to see what the characters do early on. I should probably start doing some research and catching up from my time away, so I can get back to covering JJK a bit more efficiently too. So thanks for that. That's definitely going to help. Next, let's talk Demon Slayer. You guys like Demon Slayer, right? A lot of you I know for sure have come to this channel playing Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles. So the next game is finally here, baby. The next game finally has a release date. Demon Slayer Sweep the Board launches April 25th in Japan. Yeah, sorry, it's the board game. There's no Hinokami Chronicles 2. It's nope, there's nothing yet. It's Sweep the Board. Sweep the Board. It is the that game. It's the game, the Mario Party game. I'm still excited. I'm still gonna play a bit of this, like try out all the boards and all this stuff. We'll see. Now, April 25th in Japan. This game is coming out globally as well, also in 2024. But no global release date yet. That said, it is Sega and Aniplex, and last time with Hinokami Chronicles, they did a global release together, so they didn't separate the dates. So we could see them doing that here again, 25th of April. Hopefully at the same time globally, but if not, well, Japan is gonna get it early, and you can play the Japanese version, maybe. Who knows? But yes, 25th of April. There are a couple of games coming out this year that I'm not sure, like, is there a Tokyo Revengers game? There's a Tokyo Revengers game that I think is also coming out this year. Might be mobile. There was one announced. I think it's coming out this year. But there is another one, which is Spy X Anya. And Operation Memories. Which also has a different name in Japan. But this one does not have a release date outside of Japan. Like, it's coming out this month in Japan. But I don't think it's coming out this month in the rest of the world. So it's going to be a separate release. Which is always a bummer. But yeah, this is coming out really, really soon, actually, in Japan. Tokyo Revengers next year? Okay. I got swindled by the pre-stream chat. Someone in pre-stream chat was like, oh, yo, you're gonna play the Spy Family game and the Tokyo Revengers game this year? I'm like, what? What do you mean? Black Clover Mobile got global yesterday. Yes, it did. That is a piece of news that I did not include, but thanks for reminding me. If you guys remember, that is the mobile Black Clover. Covered it a while ago. I said like I wasn't gonna play it. It's not my thing, but I think it's really well done. So if you're a Black Clover fan, this game, first of all, is one of the best looking mobile games I've ever seen in my life. Systems breakdown, yeah. It's really good looking. It is a turn-based fighting game, turn-based RPG, and I know that's like an immediate turn off for anime fans. But if you're a Black Clover fan, you'll probably power through it. And it has some of the most gorgeous visuals I've seen in a mobile gacha. So this thing is out. Came out like yesterday. Yeah, came out yesterday globally. So it's no longer Japan only. This is footage from the beta. Then it came out in Japan. It's been out for like a couple of months. Now finally global. Honkai Quartet Nights. Nice. Do we know if there's a PC port for it? Nah. But you could probably play it in BlueStacks. Same as most mobiles. Anyway, My Hero Ultra Rumble. Let's talk about it. Season 2 has officially begun last Friday. And Endeavor is the star of the show, along duo queues. So teams of 2 can now queue up. So you fight in 12 teams of 2. Casual matches only, no ranked matches for 2v2. Which I think kind of sets a stance, you know, a position for them to say 3v3 is a real thing. But if you want to have fun with just two players, that's fine. I think that's awesome. Like, honestly, people can get to ace rank within like a weekend. So to have like 2 months to do it, I mean, okay. Like, that's the one thing you're getting out of ranked, out of 3v3. Everything else, like resources, quests, all of it, you can get in 2v2 as well. So it does feel like an option to play 3v3 or 2v2 after you've grinded rank. And to be honest, like, I don't want to grind 2 leaderboards every season. I'm happy just getting the ace rank on 3v3 and then just playing however I want. But yeah, let's talk Endeavor. Endeavor is an absolute damage machine. Absolute damage machine. This man melts health bars, feels like a complete powerhouse, and to me, that is a good DLC. To me, making you feel like the character in the show, that is the primary goal of a DLC. And if you are playing Endeavor, you want to feel like you are a powerhouse. You want to feel like if you get a drop on someone, their health is going to melt. Like these two guys, they thought they could loot this. Nah. Check this out. Beam. Get the fuck out of my chests. Right? But with that said, he has one mobility option, which is this dashing thing, which is barely faster than a dash. Which means it's gonna be tough for him to get out of fights. Like, if he gets focused down, it's actually really hard for him to escape from most characters. If a character has 0 mobility, yeah, he's out for sure. But if they have more than minimum mobility, they're gonna catch up to you. Now, of course, while you're flying, you can also shoot. So maybe that's the way he escapes. Is just fly away while shooting at your opponent and make sure they can't just do it. Like, this guy really wanted to fight and then started running away. So he has a super jump, kind of like All Might. So I decided, okay, I'll follow you, man. He shoots back, which is good. But then used the beam at a wrong time. So the beam is actually his worst ability. It's the one that probably deals the most damage. But because it takes so long to activate, it's mostly like a surprise attack. It goes through walls, so that's kind of how you use it. But the other 2 quirks are really good. The spear is kind of awesome. Boom, boom, like hits twice. I believe this team that me and Biscuit are fighting against were actually bots. The Bakugo is going to run away, but this compressed felt very body. Yeah, botty, kind of. So yeah, definitely use it as a surprise attack or just use it as a last resort. It is armored, so if someone tries to like come at you, you could use it to power against them and deal more damage than they do. But chances are, if you're being rushed, you don't have that much health. That is Endeavor in a nutshell. I do think like he is okay. It's not a low tier, but I also don't think he's a problem. Definitely need more time before we put him into a tier list, and I'll keep playing him and keep trying to pull him, because 400 tickets was apparently not enough. Neither him nor Aizawa. I don't have either, and that's a shame because Aizawa actually got some buffs. This is a big patch for Season 2, which addressed some concerns. Let me just highlight a few. First, bug fixes. So for bug fixes, fixed Uraraka's alpha. So the Zodiac Wire, the grapple hook, finally works. Fixed the bug with Aizawa's alpha, where the binding cloth could not capture the opponent, and also it doesn't break the lobby anymore, at least like it hasn't. But also they have made a change that makes it impossible for anyone to use abilities when you're about to enter a match. That might have been because of Aizawa. We'll look at the system, the balance changes in a bit, and I'll tell you what I think of each of them. A lot of them don't change anything, really. It's just like nice quality of life stuff. But this is a big change that people have been asking for. Made a change to the KO judgment, so that when a KO occurs, it will be counted as KO for the player who made the opponent down. So, when you down an opponent, it used to be very frequent, like you were in the battle, you were downing opponents, but then someone else was actually finishing the opponents, and the KOs would all go towards the players that were finishing the opponents, and not the ones that got them downed, which is a much more impressive thing. Now, I do think that finishing the opponent should be rewarded in some way, because, you know, if you're just like downing opponents and you're not finishing any of them, like you're not going to win a fight. The person that is finishing the downed opponents is actually contributing too. But the KO should totally be counted for the person who gets the down, right? So good change right there. And if the player is down by just like taking damage to the damage area, the KO will be counted to the player that was dealing damage to them, you know? Really good. When an ally is performing an action, now the action shows up on the little portrait, so you can see what your allies are doing, even when they're not close to you. And made a change that makes no longer... Yeah, this is the one that doesn't let you activate stuff on the lobby. And it's now easier to find how to unlock characters, because now there's just an unlock button right next to the character that you do not own. And sometimes that takes you to the gacha screen for pulls, or sometimes it takes you to the ticket screen if they can be unlocked with tickets. So, like, really, really good changes. Overall, really happy with this patch, with the bug fixes and with the system changes. Like, honestly, bravo. Really, really well done. That said, I really praised them last time for releasing a character first and then a balance patch later. And this time they did them both at the same time. That said, this balance patch is not a big deal. This is a small nerf for Tsuyu. Reduces duration of judgment. I want to say the beta quirk isn't active for as many frames. That's probably what it means. And the width, so how wide it is, it has been reduced. So now it's slimmer when used in the air. So the beta specifically. Human stun gun. I haven't felt this at all. I tried it. I don't know what this means. All Might special action expanded the range in which it can be activated. Like, okay, you can press triangle from further away. Or the high jump. You can now cancel it by evading before the high jump. This is really good. So the high jump, because it has some startup, sometimes you would get shot at. And yeah, you can now cancel the high jump. It does not take the high jump away. So you can just like high jump, dodge, high jump right away again. Can totally just do it. Aizawa, I think, is the one character that got big stuff. Alpha is way better now. I think it was already good. Like, if you guys keep sleeping on Aizawa, they're going to keep buffing him. I think the character is awesome, by the way. I think the character was meh. I think the character right now is in a really good place. But everyone thinks Ida is the problem, so I guess we'll just keep buffing Aizawa until when I unlock Aizawa, I will be a threat. Until then, I guess I'll just watch the buffs happen. Erasure happens faster now. Change so that item use action and final attack cannot be interrupted. I think this means it doesn't interrupt item use, but did it used to interrupt item use? I actually don't know. I still don't have ISO. Glob, don't use the pity system. Okay. The icons for your warrior team is doing is a game changer too. Yeah, I agree. It did? Oh, okay. So, okay. No, that's fair then. If Aizawa is doing erasure, it should erase your quirks and your special action. Nothing else. But yeah, big buffs to the alpha. He can kind of play like Tsuyu now. Where like jumps, presses the alpha, grapples to the opponent. Because then he jumps out of it and like the height has been increased. And you can grapple again and keep doing it like that. So yeah. You can totally... Spider-Man, not so much. I consider the Spider-Maning to be, like, grappling around buildings. And he's still... Like, if you grapple the ground, sure. But if you grapple a wall, he still jumps off of it. It's still not great. For mobility, you're going to use the beta, mainly, if you're going to climb. You can grapple vertically, sure. Horizontally? Yeah, okay, too. You can grapple anyway. Compress can get out of fights easier. Reduces the time to activate the Gamma, which is his puff of smoke into jump. It is significantly faster, but still has a startup, so you can still interrupt it if you are in his face. I mean, I think we just saw me interrupting one as Endeavor. And Kendo has increased movement speed on the ground, which is awesome. She needs some mobility, and if that mobility is just going to be like by default, sure. For sure. With that said, that is Ultra Rumble Season 2 now underway. Looking forward to the events of this season. Hopefully we get some more crystal stuff this time around. And they're also like celebrating something on Twitter, and they're still not giving us tickets for their campaign. It's like they don't understand what players want. Because honestly, all their rewards on Twitter campaigns have been like just garbage. They give you tickets whenever they need to apologize for something. But other than that, it's even this latest campaign. Where is it? Reach 10 million battles worldwide by December 3rd. We are going to give you, if you reach 10 million battles worldwide, we'll give you 10,000 gold, 1,000 agency points, and gallery pieces. Like, who cares? Who fucking cares about any of this? Like, for real. No one. So yeah, these campaigns are kind of like no tickets, no care, and this did pretty well. So, sure. 1,000 more of these. 1,000 more of these, and we can unlock the beautiful 1 million agency points achievement. Oh, if we only get 1,000 more of these events. Yeah, no, you get roll tickets from the season depending on your rank and on your agency rank, and I think that's awesome. But that's like once every 2 months. If you're gonna do a campaign, you gotta give tickets or crystals. That's what players want. Everything else, like, no one cares. It's awful I barely got any tickets. Yeah, they're being a bit stingy with that stuff, for sure. Like, they're too scared of ruining their monetization thing. But I think giving away tickets and crystals actually encourages more pooling rather than just, like, give free pools to players. Like, it makes free-to-play happier. And that makes the game more active and makes it feel like less of a scam. Genshin has done this over and over again. So like there's enough data out there for them to pull and look at and see, okay, so that's how the successful games do it. Let's maybe follow suit. It is Bandai's first game of this genre. Free-to-play, gacha, anime license thing. But yeah, I think there's a lot to learn, and they're a bit stingy with that stuff. It's not great. Star Rail just gave like 800 gems. Yeah, there's a great example. Yeah, Star Rail, Genshin, even ZZZ, I bet will be the same. We'll talk about ZZZ today. But first, we have to say goodbye to Gundam Evolution. Sayonara, Gundam Evolution. The service has now officially ended as of November 29th, 2023. We are incredibly thankful for all the pilots who joined us on this journey, sharing their skill, teamwork, and love of Gundam. Thank you for playing. The game lived a whole year. A full year. Rest in peace, Gundam Evolution. This must have been a hard decision, but I guess the success wasn't there. It was another one of those like mixed reviews game, mixed reception, which was like, this game is cool. There's also Overwatch, but then Overwatch also had these all sorts of issues, but then the gameplay was better, but then the monetization here was something that felt a bit gross. The balance was questionable for like characters that you had to pay for. There was a lot on Gundam Evolution that made you feel a bit icky, but at its core, I think it was a really cool project. This is most likely a commercial failure. Because Gundam, unlike Jump Force, the licensing issue doesn't apply here. So like when a game shuts down, like Jump Force, it's probably licensing issues. Like, okay, we need to pay for the license again for all these characters to extend this game's shelf life and keep the service active. Is it worth to pay like that amount of money for the licenses because the game is not really played anymore? So at some point, the game's gonna die, inevitably. With Gundam, it's a little bit different because with Gundam, the license is usually not a problem for Bandai Namco. They work very closely. They have a full Bandai Namco Gundam division. So with this, it's probably just a commercial failure. Good idea. I enjoyed my time with it. Probably the Gundam game that I enjoyed the most of all time, to be honest with you. Yeah, I can't think of another one. But that said, Gundam Evolution has ended. We move on to bigger and better things, hopefully. But knowing the Gundam community, it's just going to be a bunch more cash grabs. Speaking of cash grabs, maybe, I don't know. Well, if it was a cash grab, they wouldn't delay it, but there's been a big delay on the Attack on Titan VR game called Unbreakable. A big delay. It was planned to come out winter 2023, which is, you know, almost over. It's almost over. To the later half of 2024. So from July onwards or June onwards. And they still don't have a trailer for this. This is a pre-rendered animations, not actual gameplay. It's just a concept thing for the Attack on Titan game. I don't think they have shown it yet. It's coming out for the Quest, and this is the promise. But yeah, I'm not very surprised the game's been postponed. So there's been a very big lack of showing us what this game is. And for a pre-rendered thing, this Titan looks pretty bad. That means it won't be good. I mean, they have a year to make it good. We'll see. What's looking a lot better though is the new Bleach game, Soul Resonance. They posted, you know, a little Twitter promo. Oh, event! You sign up for the beta package. Blah, 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 right, whatever. But as a part of that, you get to see these characters in action, which is cool. I don't think I had seen that before. So you got Inoue, you got Ida, Chad, and the first Ichigo, right here. Yeah, they look similar. You know, I feel like I've seen this game over and over 1,000 times. Action game, mash buttons. You got ability to press. I think the one thing this game is doing is kind of different is this, like this parry thing. We'll see. We'll see if that changes things significantly. But other than how flashy this looks, it's just like I've seen this so many times. I'm not interested. But graphics and character cell games, Bleach fandom is sure happy, and I will check it out for sure. Give it its fair shot. Just don't expect me to love it, okay, guys? Because honestly, I'm gonna skip a few news right now. But let's talk Zenless Zone Zero. This is a prime example of what I mean. Zenless Zone Zero is doing some character demos now. You know, showing off some cutscenes and whatnot. And I was lucky enough to get in the beta. I was lucky enough to get in the ZZZ beta. And I thought, you know what? This game looks awesome. The combat is cool. I want to play it. I want to play the hell out of it. I did not like ZZZ. I just don't like it. And it's not that the gameplay is boring. It's not that it's just that, once again, I've seen this. And I'm tired of this genre. Basically, it's another MiHoYo game, right? And it's more MiHoYo than I would expect. I was expecting a character action game. And I got another MiHoYo RPG. And I don't think that Bleach is going to be any different. Like, this is flashy as hell. There's some cool mechanics here. And characters very unique. But at the end of the day, the depth is going to come from the same place that is in Genshin Impact, which is you go into the menus and you read, okay, so this character does ice damage, and if you accumulate enough ice damage, it's going to apply this effect that you can then combine with this other guy. Like, okay, can I get a skill check? Can I get just a hack and slash skill check that is not just numbers? Because that's what this game is going to come down to. First of all, it's not challenging me in any meaningful way. I only played the first hour, so fair enough. Maybe it wasn't enough, but it was enough to lose me. Let's put it like that. I think like high level end game challenges are gonna like mostly come down to numbers once again, like they did in Genshin. And this is like more like Genshin and other MiHoYo games than perhaps I would like. I just feel like I've seen this over and over again. And let's see if I can dig a little bit into like menus and stuff, so you guys can see what I mean. Because I love the style of this. I love the style. I love the art. I love all of that stuff. Then you finish a mission and you get all this currency. Like, okay, great. What is all this? It'll make sense. It'll make sense soon. All right, so here's a character menu. Okay, let's level up this guy. Let's use the tape thing to. Okay, so this is basically the pages recycled. This is a different thing. This is the constellations basically. This is a weapon that then you also level up, doing all these things. Like, okay, no, fuck it, I'm done. I'm done. Just give me my character action game. What is this bullshit? Where I'm gonna have to grind for this stuff every time I get a new character, man. Like, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to do it again. And the Bleach game is gonna be the same. So, those are my thoughts on ZZZ. Hope you guys enjoy it if you are into it. But it's another one of those. I don't know. I'm starting to feel like I've seen this time and time again, and it's not new. I want new, or I'm just gonna keep labbing Street Fighter. That's my take from now on. You give me something new, or I'll just keep labbing Street Fighter. What's the TV road thing? It's kind of a... I don't know if it's roguelike or if it's predetermined. Andrup can join at any time and correct me if I'm wrong. But it's basically a road that opens doors, and it's roguelite. Okay. So yeah, you can gather like coins, you can open doors, push boxes around, and some of those squares are going to be encounters, and you load into the combat scenario, then you come back out. Sometimes you have a limited number of moves that you can make. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, go from here to the exit. There might be obstacles. What's the roguelite like? So within within the first hour, it was very basic. Maybe it gets deeper. No different builds. No. You don't build for the roguelite. You build for the characters that maybe are interrupted by the roguelite into a combat sequence, but just gacha, and the random is just encounters. The random might be encounters, might be items, might be a box that you got to push into a place, a door that only goes one way, that then you got to find the switch to flip the door the other way. There's enough mechanics there to make something fun, but I didn't find the fun yet. It was still very basic. I mean, again, 1 hour of gameplay in a gacha is nothing. To me, I think it was enough to lose me. So yeah, sorry if you guys were looking forward to me covering that. That said, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. Continuing the DLC. This time is Uta. She's going to be the next DLC character from the One Piece movie Red. She also comes with a song list, with a song pack. She's the first of 3. Last time they released these 3 characters at the same time, so I believe the same will happen here. She still does not have a date, but you can see her gameplay. You see a little bit of a gameplay right here. I don't know, that looks lame as hell to me. I'm not looking forward to this character at all. Maybe after I watch the movie. We'll see. That said, there's some good One Piece news. One Piece news are happening, baby. And that is the new arc. It's got some key visuals. So Wano is done. Anime-wise. Wano is over. This is the next one. The Egghead arc. Which is an arc that kind of symbolizes the beginning of the end for One Piece. Maybe. I don't know. One Piece hasn't ended yet, so who knows? Who knows how long the end will be? But Egghead does break tradition a little bit for how arcs usually are written by Oda. And sadly, the game is dead. It's mostly offline. It doesn't matter if it's dead. You play it if you want to. But Egghead, yeah, first of all, fan favorite. I think so was Wano. I did hear a lot more buzz around Wano than I'm hearing about Egghead. So as a non-manga reader, I think the hype for Wano was bigger. Okay, but this does break the One Piece convention a little bit, which is usually the Straw Hats arrive at a place, they meet the locals, and they meet a new villain, and then the arc ends with them defeating that villain and restoring peace to the whole island. There's no new villain here as far as I know. The villain is the Marines. So like finally, Luffy and crew are gonna take the fight to the Marines. So with the recent developments at the end of Wano, I think that makes a lot of sense. And you know, it's been something that we've been looking forward to seeing in a long time. Like, okay, why aren't these Marines just stepping in? Why can he just get away? He can just keep going from island to island. Of course, if no one stops him, he's gonna be the Pirate King, guys. Don't you know? I mean, Zou didn't have a villain either. Zou was very unique too. You're right. But this has a villain. It's just like, it's not a new villain. this This is happening. What do you mean? Wait, where's the... Okay. Anyway. 10 screenwriters to watch. Do I have to find which screenwriter is writing the Naruto? Is that... After developing scripts for Red Sanjay and Naruto, and then animated... She made a script for Naruto? Is that how it leaked? Okay. For Lionsgate. Well, it's happening. Yeah, I see Chad is very excited about the fusion of One Piece and Sonic. You know, Egghead is coming. Eggman is going to be the villain. But let's move on to fighting games. JoJo. Now, can a JoJo head please get into this voice chat and explain in a spoiler-free way why Wonder of You was such a requested character and what can we expect from him for this game? Because I have no idea who this is.
これは呪いを解く物語。まだ何も思い出せない。俺はどこから来たのか。それも思い出せない。俺は自分に何があったのか。どうしても知りたい。
この世には断りのつながりがある。こ
Here he
の
is.
私を追撃する行為は必ず災いの痛手となってそのものに帰っていく。私を追跡しなければ、それで無事で
Hello,
幸せ
Smoke.
に過ごせたの
How's it
だ。
going?
Sorry if there's any horrible mic. I'm outside, by the way.
No worries. You're coming through just fine. So, Wonder of You, can you give us a quick idea of why this character has been so demanded and what can we expect from him in the game?
Basically, the reason he's the most expected is because he's considered the quote-unquote main villain of Part 8.
Mm-hmm.
That's the short of it.
Okay, so he's Dio.
Also, not really, because Dio is like an overarching threat, like across the entire arc.
Mm.
Wonder of You is more like symbolic and only really shows up later on.
Gotcha. Okay. So Wonder of You, as far as I know, is the stand's name, right? Any reason why
Correct.
it would be the stand and not the character as they usually do?
It's a long-range automatic stand, and that goes for like 90% of Jojolion.
Right. Okay. So like he shows up without Toro for most of the time.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense to have Toro playable and go activate stand mode and whatnot because like the stand just fights by itself.
It would make sense if they wanted to do it, but they're sticking to like what we got in the manga, and the few fights we got, Wonder of You is alone.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you, Smoke.
Like they could have done the same thing with Toru and be just fine, but they decided to keep it faithful.
I like Faithful. Faithful is usually good. It keeps people happy. Thanks. You got any other notes before I kick you out of here?
No, that's good. Bye.
All right. Thanks for the insight. Big Smoke right there. Medium Smoke now. After the incident, he turned medium. Now, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure also gets a patch because it does every time there's a new DLC character. December 4th is when this character is coming out, as well as a big patch, big adjustment to assists. Change the following characters to 3/1 uses for a lot of them. Assist cooldowns further reduce the cooldown after using assists with few users, so like a lot of balancing changes around that. A lot of common notes, mounted characters and whatnot, and you still got more. Okay, so like a huge patch right here. This just gives me hope, by the way, because like even though I don't really play this game anymore, to see CC2 still doing this kind of balance for a game like JoJo just gives me hope for Storm Connections, man. Like this is the treatment that I want to see in Storm Connections. Now, because of the launch, we'll see how long it gets this treatment or if they just abandon it outright. But this is the stuff that makes me hopeful. You know, for as bad as that game came out, this is the stuff that makes me hopeful. Because it's crazy. It's a crazy list of balance pad, and it's every single character. So yeah. With that said, let's keep going with the fighting games. Ashura is not here today, so I just get to tell you that there's going to be a live stream. Grand Blue Showcase focusing on Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, and that is happening tomorrow. If you guys want to catch it, make sure to stay tuned on our Discord. We will post a link once the stream starts, or Ashura will, because I know he's going to be there ready to watch. I don't know if Endrup is also going to do it. He can tell us. He's right here. But yeah, a big stream for Rising. Maybe, says Endrup. Okay. Maybe Endrup will post the link then. We'll just keep it like that. I don't expect a patch before the next DLC. I don't know when the next DLC is, so I expect custom matchmaking before the first DLC. I'm interested, but fuck, I deleted Twitter. It's backfiring on me. It's fine. The stream will be on YouTube. Just, I don't think they have posted the link yet. Why would you put a Naruto thing without Naruto in your tournaments, man? Yeah, I don't think they have a link yet. Okay. Moving on. Tekken has been doing character trailers for characters they have already revealed. I believe we knew of this. Leo. Was Leo revealed already? I kind of don't know this Kingdom Hearts character, man. Yeah, Shulk. Look, it's Shulk. No one plays Naruto now? I can go on Naruto, hit start matchmaking, and find a match within less than a minute right now. Just to call you out on your lies. And then the opponent will rage quit before the match is over. Steve Fox also got a gameplay trailer, and they're going to keep doing gameplay trailers for all the characters they have announced so far until probably the release of this game. It means the main character Naruto. Character Naruto is actually my point character. I'm playing a lot of Naruto the Last now. People still play Storm, but compared to prior releases, the player base dropped like crazy. I wonder how Storm 4 is doing. At least according to Steam DB. Okay, yeah, Steam DB is nothing. You know, to go along with the Street Fighter soundtrack, let's go through a little bit of a controversy. Outfit 3. So, in Street Fighter 6, for those that don't know, you have 2 outfits per character. Each outfit has, I would say, like 12 colors. Correct me, chat? 10 colors? I don't know. Now they are releasing the 3rd outfit. The 3rd outfit. 10 colors per outfit? Okay, so like 2 outfits, 10 colors each, so you have 20 variations. Now they are releasing the 3rd outfit. So I'm assuming with also 10 colors each. And these outfits look so sick. That is Luke's outfit right there. Jamie looking good, you know. Kimberly, I really love it. Manon, I'm not a fan, but whatever. I'm not a fan of Manon either. Kimberly's my favorite, man. She looks so sick. That's really good. Obviously, wedding Marissa, you know. We'll talk about it. Lily. Finally seeing some hair. JP feels like men went on a retreat and became peaceful. Fan service jury. DJ swagged out of his mind. Cammy looks like a boxer. I don't know. It doesn't fit her very well to me. I hate the Ryu costume. Ryu outfit is actually the worst. GIF is awesome. Gif is like a London crime lord, man. Blanca-chan, I mean, was expected. Dalsim looks okay. Chan, honestly, not a fan. Whatever. Honda on vacation. Love the Geef as well. Ken, they made him more like Maximilian. They just keep making him more Maximilian. And yeah. Outfits 3. A lot of hype, you know. These outfits are coming out. They look sick, or at least most of them. People are happy. They get to express themselves in a different way. And now the release date is here. The outfits are out now. What's going on? Do we have add-ons? Do we have the outfits? Where are the outfits? Oh, it's in game. You have to buy the crystals. Damn. Outfit 3 prices. It will cost over $100 for every outfit 3. Huh? That's right, boys. That's right. Street Fighter 6 new costumes will cost 300 fighter coins each, which is around $6 each. So, this is definitely something that you're not going to get for every character unless like you're just rolling like that. I might get it for Kimberly, you know, with a $6 price tag, which means it kind of works. You know, their plan kind of works. Would I get all of the costumes if it was like a $25 price? You know, maybe. But sheesh. $108. So for every skin, you'll need to spend about $106 if you're a collector. Yeah. $106, which is a lot. They also came out with an update where you can go into settings and change the look of the character for every single character. So when you find a Ken, for instance, and you don't like his outfit 3, just set him to outfit 2. If you like the Zangief outfit 3 and every Zangief you fight against, you want him to have the outfit 3, you can do that if you own the outfit. Which is giving the outfits a little more value than just like wear it on your character. Like you can see it in your opponents, but still, I don't think it's way too much, man. It's way too much. They're going all in on free-to-play financial model, except the price tag is $60. Yep, but they're going all in, not really, because they're going all in on free-to-play for cosmetics only. One thing I didn't tell you about ZZZ is that it costs stamina to play the story. Also without gacha, yes. Like this game lets you play it for as long as you want, and it's one of the most complete. It's the most complete, feature-complete fighting game of all time for a $60 price tag. Like you get everything that you pay for with those $60, which is why they can get away with it. What do you mean stamina? Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention. It costs stamina. I didn't run out of it, so I didn't think it was a big issue, but maybe in the future it will be. But it does cost stamina to do everything, even story missions. Yep. There isn't even a $6 option for coins, which is crazy. Right, yeah, you're gonna buy the $5 coins plus the $2 coins, right? Alright, stamina doesn't refresh and level up like all stamina-based games. Well, it's a beta, it could change, but I doubt the story stamina stuff will. With that said, we're done. We're done. That's around the bush. So now it's time to move on to questions. If you guys got questions, you can raise your hand right here in the premium live channel over on the Discord. You have access to this if you are a premium bush, which is $4.99. Become a member right now, right here. But you can also type your question in the same voice chat or type it in chat. And I'm keeping an eye on all of them. So let's do a quick 10-minute Q&A. And let's get out of here. 2 weeks condensed. Oh, before we do any Q&A, next week there will not be an Around the Bush. Today's actually a national holiday, and so will next week. So, I'm doing this during a national holiday because I didn't want to miss 3 weeks in a row. But I will miss next week, and we'll have another 2-week Around the Bush the week after. Cheaper to become a premium bush than it is to buy a Street Fighter 6 outfit. Bars. Can you push the release the friend invite in spectator mode button for Storm, please? We'll push it next year. How are you feeling on Endeavor so far? As I clear my hero rust, I'm feeling better because in the Endeavor video, I was just missing a lot of shots. I think Rene cut a lot of it, but a lot of that gameplay is just me missing shots. I'm feeling better. This guy reacted to your gameplay. What the fuck? Why? Well, just play the character.
As Endeavor ever. So I can't wait to see what his thoughts on the character are and how he plays the character.
I'm sorry. What is happening here?
So this is his first match. He's going to do 2 or 3 matches in this game. We'll see how many he actually ends up doing. All right, he missed the lance.
Yep.
Missed the prominence burn. It's not a good show so far.
No.
Oh, hi.
It's not. I know, man.
Okay. You got to
It's
shoot
me
rocket
reacting
coming
to
after
the
you.
reaction
Run.
of my gameplay.
Yep, no. Oh, yeah.
Okay, very lucky he got the down. He had his teammates helping him, right?
The fuck does he mean lucky?
Oh, hi.
Okay. You got a sugar rocket coming after you. Run.
Yep, no. Oh, yeah.
Okay, very lucky he got the down.
He came at me and I shot him. What the fuck?
He had his teammates helping him, right? He is in the tunnel of Mountain Zone, which I would say is a terrible place for Endeavor. Endeavor is a long-range character.
Yeah.
Probably don't be playing in close, tight
Wait, what? The team is there. You want me to just run away?
spaces like this. So the fact that he went to tunnel game 1 kind of shows what he expects, I guess, from the character. Maybe he doesn't know what to expect, really. That's what I'm going with. He doesn't know what.
All right, I'm done. You play the game. Glocko reacts to DRC3 playing Endeavor. I couldn't do it. He didn't play in. Wait.
Endeavor has
wait a
just
second. Wait a second. The dude puts out content. Holy shit. 9 hours, 13 hours, 14 hours, 15 hours. One day, 2 days. Holy crap, man. Man, it's pumping out content. That is crazy. Respect the grind. Holy shit.
Release for season 2, and I did not get a renewed.
Let's see your first game.
Area, just so I could try him out right away, but that's all right. I want to play with my teammate. I am a good teammate, right?
He's inside a house, and Endeavor plays better at long range, and he can't see the range. As you can see from this screen right here, like he can't really see the range. So yeah, he's probably just not experienced enough with the character because he went inside the house.
Or at least I try to tell myself that.
You got to hold the button. This is actually something that I missed my first time around. I had to I recorded the Endeavor breakdown, and then I had to record another take of about the special action because I didn't realize you could hold down the button to jump higher. You can actually clear Fire Zone easy if you just hold down the button, but I didn't find that out for my first 3 games. Absolutely. Also, man, fucking mouse and keyboard aiming. Aiming the spear on controller, I'm not gonna lie, I've been having trouble.
Oh, apparently it's not that easy to aim.
No, it's not. The ability sucks.
You just having trouble?
Okay. Ida got the down and he's gonna get the KO. Which he doesn't get the KO
Where are
anymore.
they? Where'd they go? Did he kill both or just one? Oh, there's the other one. Okay, let's go.
Didn't they either do all the work?
They must have been really low from like another fight previously. Okay. I did not do much there, I don't think. I think they were both already knocked.
Yeah.
They might not have been. I might have
I
knocked
think they were
two there,
both
but
knocked.
I don't know. I didn't see it down, so. Good thing is, though, I don't steal KOs now. Whoever got the down gets the KO.
Which I think like people are way too obsessed with like who gets the KO and who doesn't. Like it's a team game, right? So fuck it. All that matters is getting the kill. So I never worried about getting like stealing kills or whatever because my priority was like, okay, we're fighting. That guy's down. We need to KO him now, right? The fight isn't over until the KO happens. And some people get mad because like, oh, you stole my kill. Like, no, motherfucker, it's a team game. He actually held the button here. Holy shit. I don't think you need to look up, but yeah. That's good.
Oh, baby.
All right, point taken. His first game is better than mine. Anyway. GG's. GG's. Questions. What do we got? Also, for those who don't know, like I'm doing solo commentary during My Hero videos, but my teammates can hear me. So like they are in voice chat with me and I can hear them and they're talking to me, but I'm just doing solo commentary. So a lot of the stuff, oh, we got lucky. No, I'm just playing with the team. What do you think My Hero Ultra Rumble is going? I don't... Ask that question again. Where do I think My Hero is going? Nowhere. It's staying right here, doing more seasons of DLC. Glob, when are you going to play the game on keyboard only on PS4? Yes, it only supports keyboard on console version. What? Never. Yes, you did tag me and post something about the screenwriter for the Naruto movie. The live-action adaptation was first announced back in 2015. Yeah, but not really, right? Yeah, you can announce that stuff, but then it doesn't go on production. Like, is it still the same movie? It's a speculative article, which honestly, it's not much worse than what I reported on today. But yeah, the speculation on Naruto live action has just been going on for ages. I wouldn't be surprised if we never see it. How are you doing today? I'm doing okay. Did you end up reading the tips that I posted in My Hero chat? You posted one prominence burn through a wall, not knowing where the opponent was, and you ended up hitting 2 people. That's not tips. That is getting lucky. What are the preparations for becoming your dad, Glob? I'm getting real here. For now, it's preparing the bedroom. That's the main focus. There's also like sort of a baby shower coming up, and there's a lot of planning around that too. And then just making sure the mommy's comfortable, and I'm doing all I can to take stress off her shoulders and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's mostly her at this point. Where do you think My Hero Rumble's future leads? Is probably what he meant. For now, I mean, short-sighted future. It's just more events, more DLC. It's honestly autopilot. They don't have to do much more. What's the best anime game to release this year, in your opinion? There are 2 that I want to play before I answer that question. But then I will probably answer it in a video. But there are 2 more that I want to play before I answer that question. But for now, I think it would be Ultra Rumble. Spy X Anya does not qualify. Spy X Anya should come out after I make that video. And it's Japan only, so I'm not going to play a Japan only game. Sorry. You didn't tag me? Oh, so you just wrote my name? Sometimes I see that. I like that Oliver tagged me like, oh, maintenance is done. I'm at UFA, dude. I wasn't there. Oh, you just typed a bunch of tech. Okay. A few Endeavor tips since Globku didn't talk about it. Yeah, okay. How good is it still going? Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would assume good. I would assume it's still doing well because, you know, you don't feel it on matchmaking. Even though they just split the player base with 2-person queues. I mean, I have been getting some bot lobbies, but nothing crazy. It was on Nintendo Direct and it will come out globally, but the first release date this December is Japan only. It doesn't have a Western release date. I'm gonna be playing the Fortnite live event tomorrow. What is it? No, 1, no. 2, what is it? I'd ask you top 3 fighting games this year, but we're like a week away from Rising, and I didn't like Rising. Number 1, Street Fighter 6. Number 2 and 3, you pick. I don't care. Street Fighter 6 is so far ahead. Thanks for dropping by, Mario. People say Peter Griffin's gonna be in the new Fortnite chapter. Okay, yeah. I dipped into Fortnite here and there to play the anime covers, but now even the anime covers are getting stale. It's like, oh, they're doing that again, and it's like not really new. You know, after you've seen a Kamehameha and a Deku Smash, it's like, okay, they're doing the same thing again. I think the Attack on Titan gear was cool. The ODM gear. And whenever they do something unique like that, sure, I'll jump back in and check it out. But if it's just, oh, more character skins, I don't care. How long do you think Storm can last without customs before it dies? 2 weeks, I don't know. It's not like these games come with an expiration date, you know? And I do think the majority of people are happy just, like, queuing up and playing ranked or casuals. Like, that would be what they would normally be doing anyway. I do think, like, having friend invites and tournaments and that sort of stuff helps people see what is good about the game and helps the community develop much faster. Identifying problems and whatnot. But with that update's got to be coming out soon, man. Played Baby Shark since Baby? No, since Baby Video? No. That was it. 20 hours of playtime and I'm clocking out. That game is... I'll play that way too much. What do you think of the hacker in Ultra Rumble? I haven't heard of him. What's he doing there? Yeah, Demon Slayer had customs day 1. True. You could invite friends for a casual match. They just didn't have custom lobbies with a spectator mode. That's what they did later. And Storm better do that when they update this game. Because there's a chance that they don't. And they just give you, you know, friend invites without spectator mode, without a lobby. They will forget spectator 100%. The game that will forget spectator 100% is JJK. JJK is not going to do it. ByGeeking has never done it. They're not going to do it this time. Which means hosting events for that game is going to be a nightmare. Yeah, Storm needs a win very badly. And the win better be those lobbies. They have to be good. Do you think Bandai is going to continue putting gacha into most of their new titles? The free-to-play ones, sure. I think if My Hero came out before Dragon Ball The Breakers would have been a free-to-play game. Because I think they would have felt more confident about that business model. And I don't think it's too late for Dragon Ball to go free-to-play. I think that could still happen. Where they give you like a reward for buying the game and whatnot. I got a really good comment on one of my videos. The guy saying, I know people want free-to-play, but that's actually like the worst thing that could happen to Dragon Ball The Breakers. And he had a very good argument. I'll see if I can find it. You guys just keep asking questions. I'll keep answering while I try to find that comment. Responded, I think. Oh shit, it didn't take long. Alright. So, a lot of people want this game to be free to play. The issue with free-to-play for this game is it's one of the most forgiving gacha games. I have issues with this sentence, but let's keep seeing. There's no limit to the amount of Zeni, the non-paid currency that's used for most of the things you want plus need a player can earn. If a player plays this game for 10 rounds a day, every day, they're pretty much guaranteeing themselves at least 5-10 rolls. So like 50 pulls. That's 50 gachas a week. Most of which will give you higher drop rates for the newest skills. Mid-season banners usually guarantee new skills to be the 10th drop with every 10 rolls. You're likely to get a duplicate, but you'll likely use the spirits from that duplicate to buy your favorite super skills. If you play just a few rounds a day, yeah, this game feels like it needs to be free to play. If you play it actively, however, you'll see players coming in with the best skills day one of every season. They didn't have to spend a dime. If it goes fully free to play, people are going to blame the pay-to-win players for getting the best skills, when in reality, paying doesn't increase anything in this game. Take it from me, I've been a pay-to-win player since the start. I still haven't gotten my most wanted skills from this game. See, and this is where I have issues with this phrase. It's one of the most forgiving gachas. I disagree with that. It giving you free pools, it's a part of the free-to-play model. And 50 pulls a week is actually not that impressive of a number. And the reason why you still don't have your most wanted skills is because this game does not have a pity system. There is no limit to the amount of pulls or the amount of money that you could put into it because it does not have a pity system. It will always just keep charging more and more and more. Like, there's a chance you will never get the stuff you want. The rest of the point stands, though. It's a really good argument. Well, I see free-to-play regulars running around with them, those that have nearly 2,000 hours of playtime. Besides, if it goes free-to-play, expect it to become more greedy. Now, this is the biggest argument for me. I expect the Dragon Pass to no longer be free, and it shouldn't. You know, if Dragon Pass being free, it's because it is a paid game, but then it becomes like a two-tier thing, maybe like a premium pass and a free pass. Expect higher rarity rates for paid gacha rolls. I wouldn't expect that, to be honest. Like, I think the way it is, you were a pay-to-win player and you still don't have. I think that just says everything. I technically get the advantage here since I pay, but free players, they'd be losing out. So, like, his argument being, if you just bought the game and you're a free player now, you don't pay for the gacha. This game's actually going to be worse for you if it becomes free to play. And he has some good points here. Here and there, but I think there's also a big misconception, which is like this is a forgiving gacha game, and I just don't agree with that. But good argument all around. Like, kind of changed my perspective a little bit on this whole push. I still think it should be free to play though. Do you think Bandai can continue? So yeah, that was a follow up to that question. The moment Storm gets friends invites, people are gonna hail the game as game of the year. Depends. I mean, if the netcode is actually as good as it was pre-release, because I don't know if it is, because I can't invite the players that I played with pre-release. But the netcode was really solid before the game released. And I can't wait to invite Afro into a game and see, okay, let's see if we get that same experience again. Because if it is still like the dog netcode that like you find every other game, like, yeah, no thanks. If they're still not punishing rage quits with a loss, yeah, what's the point? Honestly, like, punishing rage quits doesn't have to be a complicated thing. If you disconnected and the game can determine, oh, this player stayed in game and this player left, because that's how you exit. That's how you quit. You just close the game. If this player stayed in the game and this player exited, give this player a win, give this player a loss. You don't need to make like a disconnection pool or count the disconnects or penalize a player in some way. Just give him a loss. Oh, he quit, he lost. That's the same as like I'm playing in a tournament against someone else and mid-game they got up at the chair and left. Okay, I take the win. That's all it is. That's all it is. Sadly, game crashes counts as disconnects, and that's fine. If the crashes are not frequent, I'll take a loss once in a while. What's the point? It's fine. I lose from time to time. If the game disconnects me, sure, I'll take the loss. Not feasible because it could be the game crashing for certain servers or systems crashing. And that happened during Demon Slayer. During Demon Slayer, there was, I want to say, a week where the game was crashing hard and people got like 100+ disconnects on their account. Like, and it's permanent. It just still shows to this day like 100 disconnects because of that week. They never quit on purpose during any day, but because the game was crashing so hard during one of the patches, they got 100 plus disconnects, and like the whole disconnect thing became unreliable. But honestly, with the amount of disconnects that the game has right now, I'll take that loss. If the game counts the wins every time someone quits on me, yeah, I'll take the loss on every disconnect. I don't care. Netcode became worse. I get matched up with friends since the game got MMR added around Anbu. Getting worse and worse every game. Oh. Yeah, casual matches got MMR added too. I'm not finding players below Jonin anymore. Is it a rank thing? Like, do you get MMR past a certain rank, or did they just patch that in? After 3 disconnects, you can play for 24 hours though. Back on Demon Slayer? Yeah, and then everyone makes alt accounts. That's not really a solution. Anyway, it sounds like we're done. Oh, wait, so how big do you hope the character customization in Jujutsu Kaisen to be? I hope it's like My Hero or better. I don't think it's going to be like My Hero or better. I think, like, we've seen that there's a lot of colors and some outfits too, but I don't think you're going to have the freestyle customization that My Hero had. No. Anyway, sounds like we're done with questions. So, without further ado, we're going to end the stream, folks. Thanks so much for watching. We're going to resume our content, regular content next week. There is a tournament on AGC for Dragon Ball FighterZ tomorrow. It's the first AGC tournament on Dragon Ball FighterZ rollback. I'm going to be playing there, maybe commentating after I go 0-2. So if you guys want to show up, if you are EU PC, definitely show up. There's a minimum $50 prize pool guaranteed by Trader. The host is handsome, sure. We are in the middle of like assembling the commentator lineup and all that stuff, but should be a fun one. Claim codes just arrived today. Let's go. Do you hate Parsec? No. Why would I hate Parsec? Parsec is awesome. I hosted a whole Demon Slayer competitive scene through Parsec, man. Where's the sign up link? Over on the AGC Discord. The link for the AGC Discord is in the description down below. So make sure to go there, do that. Next week I'll post a video on how that tournament run went. I'll make a video on the Jujutsu Kaisen gameplay breakdown that I should be doing for a while now, and the rest I'll just come up with it as we go. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do yet. So, well, that's all from me right now. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye. See you next week. No around the bush though.